What's good, my bros? It's your boy Big Bear, and I'm finna hit you with a fucking banger. This is this is gonna be the first video that's going up on my channel, so I really appreciate it if you hit the like button, and hey, you might as well hit the subscribe while you're at it. It's right next to it, and I'm gonna go dive right in. I'm not gonna talk no more. This is gonna be the story of the first time I smoked weed. So this was in my sophomore year of school, and this was pretty much a turning point in my life. After this event, everything pretty much changed after that in terms of like the path of my life. You know what I mean? So I met these two dudes in my social studies class. They weren't really my boys or nothing like that. They were just like cool dudes I met in the class. And one name is Juanito, and the other name is Carlos. Don't ask why I gave them those names. Those are just names. Alright, I don't give a fuck. And they weren't really my boys. They were just cool. Like, yeah, like we were just chilling in school, and we were in class, and we was doing a group project and shit. And the room was separated in groups of four. So of course it was us three and another dude. And then we were just bullying. Every period that we came up in there during the project, it was pretty much like a free period. Like we knew that we weren't doing anything. Like we were just gonna talk. And so we was like the conversation of weed like popped up like a bud. And they asked me if I ever smoked before. I can't lie. I capped to them because back in the day, back in my high school days, like I could fit in and shit. I used to cap and shit. Like sometimes because it's kind of a long story. It's a story for another day. So I capped and I said that I hit a blunt once, and they were like, "Oh, word, like you trying to smoke after school?" And I was like, like in my head, I was like, "Yeah, I might as well, fuck it." And I just said, "Yeah, fuck it, like I'll go." And I was like, "All right, cool. Let's just meet up at the bus. Let's link up." And I was like, "All right, say less." And then like the next two periods, I was just, oh my god, bro. I was like thinking about like, damn. I be seeing my brothers, my fucking relatives, bro, like niggas friends, bro, like all sorts of people, like in movies, TV shows, people smoking bud, like acting stupid, coughing, like having a good time. I want to see if it really lives up to the hype like that. Like I'm curious. Yeah, you're a young kid, bro. You might as well be curious. You gotta see what you gotta see. So I linked up with them at the bus, and then went to their crib. And all right, so mind you, this bus, like this shit goes far as fuck because there's this road in my town. It's like 2.5 miles long, I'd say. I live near the bottom of it, like where it starts, and that like I live around that section. Them niggas, they live near the top of the road, so just keep that in mind for later in the story. So I was, I was straight vibing, just waiting to smoke this blunt. And while we was walking, we linked up with one of their boys. That happened to be my boy, but they didn't know that his name, I'm gonna call him Jimbo. All right, don't ask why I'm calling him Jimbo. I just feel like calling him Jimbo. All right, so fuck it. His name is Jimbo. All right, all right. I'm gonna stop saying Jimbo. Alright, that's just making me geek too much. Alright, fuck it. So, this nigga Jimbo linked up with him, and then they got to rolling, rolled it, boom. And we just. Alright, so this was like around December, and I live in New England, straight brick. There was snow outside and everything. It was cold as fuck. So, what? He rolled up the blunts and shit, and then we went to Juanito's fucking dad's van and shit, and he didn't even turn on the car. Like, it didn't get me heated at the time, but now I think about it, it's kind of fucking stupid because we was straight brick in that van. So I was just waiting for my they sparked the blunt, and then I was just waiting for my turn, and I got the blunt, and I was like, shit, how the fuck you hit that shit? I was just buying, like, just mind boggled. I had no clue what to do. So he was like, "Hey, just Put the blunt to your lips, suck in, and remove it from your lips. Move it away, and breathe it in, and then breathe out. And I was like, all right, cool. I I did a little tap, a little tap of the blunt, and then I did like a 3 second zone after that because it's a puff up fast. I just passed it back. He was like, all right, cool, cool, cool. And like it was normal, something like. And they were, it's like a normal like chilling setting. Like they got the music on and shit, and we're just smoking, just passing around the two blunts, just straight smacking these bitches. And oh, by the way, the strain was pineapple OG. If you know, you know. Pineapple OG. It's a pretty good strain. So, no mid pack fucking first time smoking. None of that. No, we're not smoking mid. No Reggie. No mid. None. So we got that shit down pat, and I was just like drifting off. Like my attention was just losing itself. Like I was just dazed and confused. Shout out to the movie, but yeah, I was feeling like that. I was just feeling faded. I was rocked after that, and then hopped out the van, went in his crib, and then me and Carlos we played a fucking 2K game, and I'm gonna show y'all later on my channel once I put up more videos. I'm pretty good at fucking 2K. I'm pretty good. I was smack like I'd say 75% of the people that I face, I smack them. Like it wouldn't even be a close game. So I'm pretty good. And this had by far had to be the worst 2K game I ever played in my life, because I was straight garbaggio. I couldn't do nothing. I was straight trash. There was like no way I was able to function because I was just faded the whole time I was playing the game. I was just baked, and this man smacked me. He was using the Warriors, and I was using the Cavs. Usually, I was smacking nigga with the Cavs, cause like LeBron's is nice, but I got my ass handed this time, and it was not good. It was an ugly fight. So, got my ass whooped, and then we was chilling, and Juanito and Carlos's parents came, so we had to get out the living room. That's where we was playing at, and then we chilled in his room. And so we was just chilling on our phones and shit. And I was like, oh shit, how the fuck am I getting home? Because it was like 6, 7 o'clock, and no one had a car at the house. Like none of my brothers had whips. And not only that, I have to, like, it's cold as fuck. Like I don't have money for a bus or nothing. Like I'm fucked. Like I have to walk 2 hours and 30 minutes just to go to my crib, and it's fucking 20 degrees outside. It's snow outside. It was just a bad situation. It was a no, bro. It was a dub. I was just nervous. I was panicking. I was like, fuck, how the fuck am I getting home? And then I asked him, and I was like, yo, how the fuck am I getting home? I'm like, I was just bugging, and Juanito asked his dad if he could drop me off, like later, you know what I mean? So like I'll be secure for a ride, and then he took care of it, He was like, yeah, it's all cool. Never even met me before. He's a cool dude for that. I can't lie. I know some parents, they be on some bugging shit, so he's a cool dude for that. So he dropped me off. He was driving a fucking Mustang. I don't even think it was rented. I think he bought it. So hey, I respect his hustle for getting a fucking car. And alright, these niggas are cool as fuck for this, because they gave me the roaches that we were smoking. One was a clip. Just look up clip on Google, you'll know what a clip is. And one was a regular roach. And so I had them both. I think they were both. No, they were in a paper bag. Yeah, they were in a not paper bag, plastic bag. Fucking paper bag. But yeah, I had them in a plastic bag, and I realized I couldn't fucking bring them in the house, so I just put the roaches in the snow, and I left it there like a sped because I was faded. And then I fucking went back in the crib and straight fell asleep. I was knocked. And that's the story. about the first time I smoked weed, and the first of many times, many story times of me smoking butt. And hey, thank you for listening to the video, watching the video, fucking with it. And if you have made it this far, you better some comment some freaky shit. Comment some freaky shit if you made it this far. That ass. Man, I'll know. Alright? And other than that, y'all better have the great rest of your day. Like the video if you fuck with it. And subscribe if you fuck with the kid. I'll see you later. Good night. Peace.